Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.
The thing about chasing a dream is, I think in Rocky 6, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And I, to the Vision database, wrong business, the Body Trim database, I often say this, we do a lot of video content, and one of my favourite things is, look, Rocky 6, who cares if you like the movie or not, but what he says to his kid is, in life, it's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving on. It's words to that effect. And if ever there was a word that's so important in business, it's resilience. It's resilient. You've got to be so resilient because it's not easy. But no one ever, but that's I think there's an urban myth that it is. And that's why some people go and make a whole heap of success and others don't, because they're incredibly resilient through the tough times when most people give in, and they just will not be beaten, will not give in. And that's what I took out of that scene with Rocky 6, where his kid's having a whinge, and he's just, look, mate, it's not about, as I said, it's how hard you can get it and keep moving forward. So I had this dream. I wanted to create a global weight loss system. But in doing that, I exited out of my previous business, and by my mid-20s, I'd bought a whole bunch of property, and that was great, until the property market crashed, and that was awesome. And I went totally broke. And I had to move in with my dad at 28. Now, that was very nice, but when you've gone pretty well and made a fair bit of dough, and then you're living with your dad, that's not cool. We had heaps of bonding dinners, and that was lovely. But from a wealth creation standpoint, it wasn't exactly where I wanted to be or saw myself at age 28. But it got worse. So I was struggling, and anyway, this is what I call the lowest point. I think it's really important. Is I had no dough at all, so I bought this. I'm 35 next week, and I bought this car for $100, and as a total bomb. Anyway, when you think, can it get any worse? Fair income. So I was living down in the Shire, and I was going over the Captain Cook Bridge. I don't know how many of you are from Sydney. Now, it's a big old bridge. It goes up and over and whatnot. So I get up to the top of this bridge, and this old bomb of mine starts to pack it in. And bearing in mind, we started Vision in the Shire. Everyone knew me, and so I'm sort of driving like this. It's totally embarrassing. And everyone's like, why'd you get out of that business? What do you see? Like, I must have copped that a million times. And that's pretty demoralising, mate. Oh, gee, Vision's going well. Geez, it's going well. You must be feeling you got out of that. I copped. People love to do that, don't they? Just a few little ones. Yep, thanks, champ. Very good. Captain Obvious. Honestly. So people love that. They really do, and good on them for it. But at that point in time, like these ones, got the $100 bomb. Anyway, the car dead set packs it in. Poof! Black smoke everywhere. I'm like, oh, you're kidding. Oh, no. I'm on the top of the bridge, and I'm just coming up to the top of the hill. I'm thinking, you better roll down this bloody hill. So then, anyway, I did roll down the hill until it got flat, and then it stopped. And the main intersection of the Bloomin' Sutherland Shire, peak hour traffic, and there's me pushing my $100 bomb off the road. So at that point, as I got into the side of the road, I went, okay. I think I started crying as well. I'm pretty sure I did. What the hell has happened? How can it get this bad? And anyway, I went home and I spoke to the old man, and the challenge I had was I had no money, but I had a dream that I wanted to do this. But I had no marketing experience either. I just wanted to replicate what I'd seen from a guy overseas and do that and take it around the world. Seems pretty easy, really, doesn't it? When you stop to think about it. But anyway, so I needed a business partner. And that was, I had a few people in mind. And the good news was that the first person I approached, he thought it was a fantastic idea as well. And he had a strong background in marketing. And he owned a company that did, was one of the partners in a company that did things like Fat Blaster and skin doctors and naturopathica, and the company was called Cap Media, and they did really well. And he just exited out of his company, and he was looking. He wanted to have a holiday, but he was looking for an opportunity. And I said, "This is my vision. This is what I want to do, and I need a business. I've got these skills. How about it?" And he goes, "Yep, let's do it." So, out of just pure brute force and grunt and passion and whatnot, I found a way to make the dream happen. And he's not here this morning because he likes to sleep in. But again, partner with your. If you've got a weakness, employ someone who's got a strength in that area. Find a business partner. You got to plug those gaps, plug those holes. That's really, really important. And that's what I did with my partner. I didn't have a marketing background. He did. I didn't have any money. He did. But furthermore, he's got a really great business. He's got a really good strategic business head. He's more of an engineering type head, whereas I'm a lot more creative, and that works really well also. So again, there's those real synergies of skills, because people go, "How did you go from naught to a $30 million business in 4 years?" And it sounds until you actually, it is massive. But it's a synergies of skills. It's what he brought, what I brought, what we saw together. But again, me and him, we didn't have an office when we started because we hadn't. He had money, of course, but we didn't have an office. We started with one assistant. She quit, hated it, so it was back to us, and so off we go again, you beauty. And but again, got our first office. That had a demolition clause in it that they called early, and we got booted, so that was good. We thought, we'll be in here for a year or so. No, 3 months, you're out. Fantastic. So then we moved on to our next office, and now into our, now we've got about 1,000 square metres in across a couple of levels in the CBD, and we've got it's a beautiful space, and who would have thought that in 4 years? But it's again partnering up with someone who does, or partnering or finding an employer, a key team member like Andrew is sitting over there, who's our marketing manager. We complement each other really, really well, so it works from a marketing point of view. And if you don't have that, you can't do everything, and you don't want to try. And I think that's if you're driven, sometimes you'd be biting off more than you can chew all the time, and you never do anything well. And if a whole lot of things are poorly executed, then you're struggling. So it's again, really digging deep into your areas of strength. What are you strong at? What are you really fired up about? And then finding people who are strong at and fired up about the other stuff, and then the whole thing works.
Brought to you by businessblueprint.com.au.